From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by Software.
Good evening and welcome. The demand for Sonia Gandhi and Tonia Maino to come clean on her deal with Xi Jinping has become louder. And today, the standoff with China continues. Our army commanders have made it clear that neither have or will we ever budge an inch. In China, the criticism against the Chinese Communist Party has become stronger and louder and more vocal as details emerge that it is also evident how it is totally evident that we really beat the Chinese so hard that they have panicked about the sheer force of the Indian counterattack. All this information is coming into the public domain now. And all this information coming into the public domain now increases the scrutiny on Antonia Maino and the surround sound around her vassals, who tried to create, manufacturing a lie about Indians being hit very badly and Indians being hit alone. What was Antonia Maino's intention? Antonia Maino's intention and the intention of Antonia Maino's party was to create an atmosphere and an environment of distrust and insecurity in India and then claim political benefit as a result. Viewers, our in-depth analysis team has dissected the facts, and we will not stop till we expose completely China's agents in India, those whose disloyalty to the country is now a subject of public conjecture. But I must ask tonight, I must ask Anand Sharma, I must ask Ahmed Patel, and I must ask them all, was there a trade deal? Was there an economic angle? Was there a financial angle? Was there a defense angle in Sonia's secret deal with the Chinese Communist Party? And Sonia Gandhi, Antonia Maino, as someone whose pastime is to order FIRs, the nation wants to know, why doesn't Sonia Gandhi and Antonia Maino ask her two remaining stooge chief ministers in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh to order FIRs against everyone, asking her to come clean on a secret deal with Xi Jinping? Is it because the image of her standing at the signing of this secret deal, that picture is not photoshopped? Let's show the picture, viewers. Is it because this picture is not photoshopped? Is it the prospect that if this picture starts getting investigated, that if Sonia Gandhi and Tonia Maino is asked by the police during her interrogation, or maybe by the NIA during her interrogation, then she will have to admit that yes, she did the unthinkable, that she did the unimaginable, that she did the unacceptable, that she signed a deal with the enemy? Or is it because she knows that when she admits that aspect, that she did sign a deal with the enemy and hid details of the deal from the people of India, then not just Republic, but Antonia Maino, the entire country will demand making your deal with Xi Jinping public. Make it public. Probe the Sonia-China deal, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag #1. Probe Sonia-China deal, a demand of the entire country right now, and something you can't escape from. You can't escape from Sonia Gandhi and Tonia Maino. The whole country is going to ask you more and more about it. You're the one who's completely cornered this time. Debate #2 this evening, viewers. Now, we've had a coordinated diplomatic and military strike. We're getting the upper hand. Fantastic progress being made there. On the ground presence by the Indian Army Chief Rajnath Singh in Moscow and Jai Shankar on the attack. Where has the lobby disappeared? Where are they now, viewers? Can you find them? 10:30 p.m. tonight, we've told the Pakistan. Reduce your presence in half at your diplomatic missions, because they are not diplomatic missions. They are small little spying hubs, and that's not what we accept here in India. All this and more is coming up. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight.
True to its character, the government is in denial.
She's looking more and more cornered and frustrated every day. Sonia Gandhi and Sonia Maino's Vadra Congress now blames India for the Galwan face-off.
ये कहना कि भारत ने अपने टेरिटरी को सरेंडर कर दिया है, भारत कमजोर पड़ गया है, ये क्या आप आर्मी के साथ दो हाथ होना चाहते हैं? ये किस प्रकार की लड़ाई है?
And 2008 secret deal haunts Sonia and Rahul as they desperately beat the surrender drum. The nation wants to know whether they will reveal what they signed on. Disengagement plan takes shape as India's hard military strategy forces Beijing to blink. Big day for India. Beijing nervously watches as the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh gets strong support from Russia in Moscow. Army Chief General Narwane boosts the morale of troops on the ground, reviews the situation at the LAC. Pakistan spy scandal explodes in its face as India decides to send 50% of its High Commission staff packing and back to where they belong in Rawalpindi. And ladies and gentlemen, for the last 12 years, the Vadra Congress and the Communist Party of India have been bound together by a secret arrangement, a secret agreement. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it appears the picture of Sonia Gandhi standing with Xi Jinping maybe was not photoshopped, that she actually did it. This agreement, the MOU between Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping, ladies and gentlemen, the Memorandum of Understanding, is this the reason for the Congress's consistently predictable pro-China position? Tonight, everyone across the country is asking Sonia Gandhi to come clean on this very, very suspicious deal with Xi Jinping. And why so? Because when it comes to national interest, there can be no compromise. Now let's debate.
As Army Chief General M.M. Naravne touched down in Ladakh and met the soldiers who were injured in the Galwan Valley face-off, in New Delhi, the Vadra Congress betrayed our forces with pro-China statements at the Congress Working Committee meeting.
The undeniable fact is that since April-May 2020 till date, Chinese troops have committed brazen transgressions into our territory in Pangong Lake, in that area, and the Galwan Valley, Ladakh. Now, true to its character, the government is in denial. Instead of a resolution, the situation deteriorated rapidly.
Former Congress President Rahul Gandhi, for the 7th straight day, is trying to reinforce a lie. He tweeted, and I quote, "China took our land, India is negotiating to get it back." China says it's not Indian land. Prime Minister has publicly supported China's claim. Why is Prime Minister backing China and not India and our army? The consistent pro-China position of the Congress has put the focus back on the 2008 deal signed in Beijing between the Congress and the Communist Party of China. For the last 12 years, Congress has not divulged a single detail of the contents of the Memorandum of Understanding and the information of the regular high-level exchanges with China. The BJP is connecting the dots. They have drawn a timeline. And then, during crucial situations, Rahul Gandhi tries to divide the nation and demoralize armed forces. Are these effects of the MOU?
चाइना के साथ हमारे जवान, वीर जवान, सरहदों पर लड़ करके एक इंच भूमि संभाल करके चाइना को मुंह तोड़ जवाब दे रहे हैं। और यहां हमारी कांग्रेस पार्टी उनके मोराल को, उनके विश्वास को कमजोर करने का काम करती है और दिन रात कोई न कोई बयान देती है.
As Congress attempts to alter the facts on the ground by forcing a narrative,
मैं आज स्पष्टता के साथ बता देना चाहता हूं और हर कांग्रेसी इसे कान खोल के सुन ले. हमारे देश हिंदुस्तान ने अपनी 1 इंच भी जमीन सरेंडर नहीं किया है. 1 इंच भी जमीन सरेंडर नहीं किया है.
here's a question they can't avoid. Are they bound by the 2008 secret deal to push a pro-China line? If not, then why shouldn't the Congress speak out and make the contents of the MOU public? Let's debate.
Familiar faces: Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Ajay Alok, General Bakshi, Tanveer Ahmed, Tausif Ahmed Khan, Dinesh Vashni, Saira Shah Halim. But my first question is to Ashali Verma. Now, Ashali Verma is a journalist. She is the author of Victoria Cross, and she is the daughter of the highly decorated Lieutenant General P.S. Bhagat, who in 1972 was sidestepped by Indira Gandhi to become COAS despite being in line to succeed Field Marshal Sam Bannockshaw. I'd like to start with you, Ashali Verma ji. Ashali ji, my first question to you is, and please come on the debate, this is now becoming an increasingly serious matter. The Congress is refusing to clarify.
Thank you, Arnab.
Whether the picture of Sonia Gandhi with, and here's the picture, we'll play it on the channel, which is getting a lot of public interest when the signing ceremony took place. Can we pull it out, please? There's one particular picture, Ashali Verma ji, you may have seen it at the signing ceremony. And in that picture, there is Rahul Gandhi with the Chinese Communist Party official seated and signing. Can we pull that picture out? Seated and signing on the document. And behind them, there is Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping standing. And when this picture came out for the first time, Ashali ji, many people said, no, this is a Photoshop picture which is being used on the Republic Network. And I said, why are people saying so? And then most people said so because they said it's not like we distrust the Republic Network, but we cannot believe that she actually did something like this. And they said, oh, you know, she anyway likes to sue people, she can sue you. So I said to them that if Sonia Gandhi and Sonia-China wishes to sue me, I'm happy to be sued. But Tanveer, we need to know whether this actually happened. Because if this happened, then she bypassed every known rule of our constitution, which a political party is supposed to be sworn by. And even now, Ashali ji, she can come out and say, no, it was not me, this is a fake picture. And hence all the demands to investigate a deal are untrue. But she's not clarified at all. What do you think is going on, Ashali ji? Why is she not clarifying?
Thank you for having me on your show, Arnab. And I have to say that there's something very seditious about this. Because, I mean, the Congress party has always been in bed with China. And this recent deal, I mean, not very recent, 2008, just came out. And it's shocking. Who was Rahul Gandhi? Who was Rahul Gandhi to sign a deal with China? Yeah. Why wasn't Manmohan Singh there? I mean, I'm just asking this question. Yeah. It's
a very good question. Who was Rahul Gandhi and why wasn't Manmohan Singh there? Then the Congress people say, but you know, Rahul and Sonia happened to be going there to watch the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. But then, why was the Prime Minister of India not there? Why was the President of India not there?
Question would be,
yes.
The most important question would be, Rahul, Arnab, the most important question would be, what was there in the deal? Why people like I don't know the lady's name. Why are
so
they
why
really
don't
having?
you make
Ashali
it
Verma.
open?
Why are
Why
you
don't you
speculating that
just-
it is, ma'am?
No,
ma'am,
make it
Why
public.
don't
Ma'am.
you just release it?
If
Show
at
the
all you
picture,
have
that's
Why
any
don't you
details,
just release it for the
why, if you
the
have any
nation wants
details,
to know.
why are you not going to release the details rather than coming here in television and doing name
that
calling,
picture.
coming from a such big legacy? Your father was a big man.
No, but why
Salute
can't
to
you
him.
Why
release
can't you? No, no.
something
From such
that-
big legacy, I
No,
don't
she
think
is
it really
also a
suits
very
you.
well-respected
It really
person in her
doesn't
own
suit you
right.
to come here on a
I'm just
program.
asking a
I am
simple
asking you.
question.
I am.
Why can't you release the details?
Release the details of the deal.
I know
and that's it.
that it was nothing anti-India.
Yes.
How do you know?
It was not against India. That's exactly a point. Rahul,
But how
I can
do we
really
know
accuse
How do you know?
Rahul Gandhi and Sonia
Okay.
Gandhi of
How do you
nothing,
know?
But for
If it was
treason
not
against the country,
anti-India,
I would not accuse
then
them.
why can't
I
we
would not accuse
have
them.
the deal released?
Coming back from a such great legacy of Indira Gandhi, who parted Pakistan in two pieces,
Louder, please.
who fought against China, the great
Sudhanshu.
Jawaharlal Nehru,
What about
who brought
Nehru
really
and
India to
Akshay
an India
Chin?
what it is today.
What about
Now we
Nehru
are
and
accusing
Akshay
that great
Chin?
family and legacy.
What about
I think,
Nehru and
I
Akshay
think
Chin?
people need to have some shame before. Ma'am, please, I think I know about Accusations
I think
a little
Rahul
better than
Gandhi
you.
and Sonia
Please don't
need to
put
have
words in
some
my mouth.
shame.
If at all you have
I
any
think
information
Rahul and
against Rahul
Sonia
Gandhi,
have
you
to-
need to really come clean. I think it is your personal venom which you are really
I'm
spewing here on
telling you to
television,
release.
which has
I'm
absolutely
telling
nothing.
you.
It holds
I'm
no
telling
ground.
you to release
No ground.
what
You
the
need to apologize
memorandum
to
of
the country.
understanding
You need to
was. If it
apologize.
was not such a
If you are
big
coming
deal,
from such
release
big legacy,
it.
coming here and making a hollow
I think
comment
she is.
against Rahul
I think
Gandhi
you're being.
is truly
I think you're being
What
very
legacy?
unfair to her.
What
Tanveer, 1 minute,
legacy?
Ashali ji. 1 minute, Ashali. You are what? I just want to say one thing.
unfair.
Tanveer, wait a minute. I think you're being very unfair to her, but not just to her. I can tell you today, and General Bakshi is now wanting to come into the debate, but 1 minute. Viewers, there are some people who feel that we are alone in asking for that deal to be made public. And I am calling out to you, viewers. Show me, help me, tell me that the Republic Network is not alone in making this demand. I promise to not leave the program till there are 20 tweets I read on the subject. I am not alone, General Bakshi, and I am asking this question. People are saying, why are you asking this question? I am saying, because I find Antonia Maino still questioning India but not blaming China extremely suspicious. And I have every right, General Bakshi, to ask whether the deal that she signed with China and the depth of her party's equation with the Chinese Communist Party prohibits her from speaking in favor of India at a time like this. General Bakshi, are we alone in demanding that this deal should be made public? Are we alone? For I believe we are not.
Absolutely not, Arnab. Arnab, one is finding it extremely strange new phenomena in the polity of democracies that people are having party-to-party relationships with an adversarial nation's communist party. You know, when the RAW was first set up, it had an anti-communist wing, totally to keep a check on the communists who do not believe in the sanctity of borders. Would the American Republican or Democratic Party be allowed to have such arrangements?
Absolutely
with
not,
the
sir.
Russian
Out of the question.
Communist Party or now the Russian Vladimir
Out of the
Putin
question,
party?
sir.
Then how can we have it in this democracy? How can we have it in this democracy? And Arnab, another thing, I would request the panelists to kindly mind their language when they speak of General Bhagat.
Tanveer.
He was a revered
Tanveer.
and respected
Yes.
father figure
That's for
in
Tanveer.
this army.
Gagan, Tanveer.
Please, whatever you may have
Tanveer.
against whatever is the subject at discussion,
I
please
spoke
speak of General
nothing against
Bhagat
Mr.
with
I spoke
respect.
nothing against
We will not
the
have his
general.
daughter.
I spoke nothing
We will
against
not
general.
have his daughter spoken to in that shoddy manner. Please, He was a
I am
revered
sorry,
father
sir.
figure.
I am
in
really
this army,
sorry. Father's
respected by
legacy can't be
everyone
transferred
from
to the daughter.
general
If
to
the father
soldier.
is an achiever, we salute the father. We salute the father. But if the lady is asking some question which is irrelevant, it is my duty. I am duty bound to ask her a question. I respect
don't
her
you
ask
father.
her?
I salute
Irrelevant.
her father.
It's
who's
not
a
an
great
irrelevant
soul.
question. It's not irrelevant.
It's the most relevant question. The nature of
irrelevant.
Sonia Gandhi's deal with the Chinese
thought
is the
she
most
asked-
relevant
Why is
question
it
in India
irrelevant?
today.
Sir, Section 2, subsection A and Clause B of offer and acceptance between two individuals is allowed. It was two individuals signing. Was it a deal, bilateral
Individuals?
the deal which
Organizational
it was two
entities.
individuals were signing. What is there? Why are you saying it is anti-national? Why are you accusing of
Sudhanshu
anti-national?
Trivedi is on the
You have
debate.
worked under the same government.
Sudhanshu Trivedi is going to respond to you, Tanveer, and viewers, it's time for your tweets to come in.
Just two individuals. He
Sudhanshu.
was saying just two individuals. I want to ask. Rahul Gandhi at the time of signing this MOU was the first timer member of parliament and first time general secretary. He was the junior most MP and the junior most general secretary. In what capacity he was asked to do so? Yes, I can agree the 135-year-old party. Sonia ji would have signed, Manmohan Singh ji would have signed, or anybody the senior leader would have signed. And Tanveer ji, rather than asking the lady the question, you should have given an answer of the 1996 agreement. During that time, the H.D. Devoda ji was the Prime Minister. And one more thing, I want to put forward one fact. Arnab, you know, which is the biggest embassy of China in the entire world. It is the New Delhi embassy of the China, which is the biggest embassy of China in the entire world. Thanks to Jawaharlal Nehru's Hindi Chini Bye Bye. And you know, which is the one of the rarest embassies of China in which the ambassador is having the highest rank. It is the embassy of India, embassy of China in India in New Delhi. The ambassador is having the rank of deputy minister, and that it was provided in 2008. अब आप समझ लीजिए, deputy minister means over and above the secretary and below the minister. Normally the ambassador uses to be the joint secretary or below rank or somewhere around that. तो आप समझ लीजिए 2008 में डिप्टी मिनिस्टर का रैंक मिला, तो क्या इस डील का कोई और फाइनली two things very clearly. Either put the entire agreement on the website, no problem. Any political party can have any sort of agreement and exchange of thoughts and others and that, or unilaterally withdraw and come out with a categorical statement that from here we cancel our agreement with the Communist Party of China. If Rahul ji is not doing anything of this sort and he is trying to ask a question, then the people are capable enough and wise enough to understand what the legality is.
फॉरेन कंट्रीज की एम्बेसीज हैं, उसमें रशिया, अमेरिका और एक और दो उसके लोग भी, एक और दो देशों के एम्बेसडर भी मिनिस्टर रैंक की मिनिस्टर हैं यहाँ पे, बल्कि रशियन एम्बेसडर फुल कैबिनेट रैंक का मिनिस्टर है यहाँ पे। और हमारे भी जो हमारे एम्बेसडर हैं विदेशों में, वो उनको भी डिप्टी मिनिस्टर का स्टेटस दिया जाता है, और वो इसलिए दिया जाता है बिकॉज अवर इम्पोर्टेंस टू दीज नेबर्स और दीज कंट्रीज आर वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर अस टू हैव अ गुड डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन। Number two, I would like to ask you, Sudhanshu ji, what Ram Madhav, what Siddharthnath Singh and Nitin Gadkari led the delegation to learn the lesson from Chinese Communist Party of Maoism from 2009 to 14. You will please let me know. And I would also like to know, I would like to have the visitors book records of the BJP leaders. How many times the Chinese diplomats have visited the BJP leaders in Delhi from 2014 to 2020? Number 5, how many times Modi ji visited China? The 6th time during Chief Ministership. The largest visit during Chief Ministership of Modi ji is to China. What
but the problem is the written agreement, the problem is the written agreement, and you are conceding the written agreement.
One or the other nation,
no problem in meeting any of the diplomats.
Was there a Dinesh Vashni, 1 minute. Ashali Verma has a paper to show. Dinesh Vashni, wait. Okay, let them complete.
They led 3 different delegations of 7 days, 8 days and 11 days.
Okay,
they
now
learned the lessons of Maoism from China.
Okay.
Anyhow, but our opinion is still that don't go for demagogy. It is better for India and China not to go for warmongering.
That is your...
I
am quite thankful to Dr. Vashre that is
I cannot believe this.
party which has favored the war of India, China, India in
1
minute,
Ashali ji, let me settle these two.
India has supported Chinese invasion of India, and they said that it will be the benefit of India. They welcome China.
That means they have entered in Indian territory from finger four to
You are nothing but a Chinese unofficial spokesperson, Dinesh Vashne. And it is very unfortunate that at this stage of your political career, you should want to be a Chinese spokesperson. They will never accept you as a Chinese. I don't know why you want honorary citizenship of China. Having said that, viewers, I'd like to read out some of your tweets. Wait a minute, please, Dinesh Vashne. Wait a minute, Dinesh Vashne, please. Dinesh Vashne, first understand the mood of the country. Dr. M.K. Saha said, our country is not a private limited company to be brokered by 10 Janpath. Hashtag probe Sonia-China deal. Iona Mitra says, why is there no transparency in the matter? Congress must provide accountability. KK Kotlani says, the agreement of 2008 is in the interest of India or not, may be explained by the Congress. JK Ghosh says, probe Sonia-China deal. Congress is involved in dubious activities. There is no accountability, question mark, he asks. Ashali Verma, before I come back to you, I would now like to go straight into the political debate between Ajay Alok and Saira Shah Halim. Listen, Saira and Ajay, just hear me. Congress has justified the Chinese incursion. That is the most anti-national thing to do. I'll give you an example. Rahul Gandhi, who is the same person who signed a deal with the Communist Party of China, is now saying, Ajay Alok, the following words. One reason why China has acted is a complete and total failure of foreign policy. The established institutional structure of diplomacy has been demolished by the Indian Prime Minister. Our relations with our once friendly neighbors now lie in tatters. Therefore, one, he has called China not an enemy nation, but a friendly neighbor. Secondly, he has justified the Chinese incursion. Thirdly, he has said Chinese only did the incursion because our foreign policy was in the wrong direction. So he has justified the Chinese incursion. And he has said there is an institutional structure of diplomacy. Which institutional structure of diplomacy, you 51-year-old undeserving, unmeritocratic dynast? Which institutional structure of diplomacy? The one you signed, you dynast? The one you signed with Xi Jinping looking over your shoulder? You want to remind me? Before you reply, I want to know one thing. Why is there pin drop silence, Ajay Alok, on this deal? Where are the clauses in the MOU? Why don't you make it public if you have nothing to hide?
Firstly, let's stop imagining that any...
I am not imagining! Is the picture Photoshop?
Trying to deflect the attention.
Is the picture Photoshop? What am I deflecting?
With our neighbors is in its...
What am I deflecting?
Be it with Nepal, be it with China, be it with Pakistan, be it with Bangladesh.
Is the picture Photoshop?
This is because of the failed...
Was there a deal? Is there a deal? Will she backtrack from the deal? Will she deny the deal? Is there a deal? I just want to know.
Into the Galwan Valley.
I want to know, is there a deal? No.
The map silently.
What is the deal? But Saira, what is the deal?
That will allow the BJP to play politics.
What is the BJP? The BJP is not the issue here.
Okay.
I want to know whether there was a deal, whether there is an existing deal. Saira, you can listen to me. Saira, calm down. Saira, is there an existing deal between Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping? I want to know.
Saira, can you listen?
So I'm sure. See, it doesn't make sense, Arnab, if you're going to, take out a 2008 thing, which you're only
what is 2008 thing? Is the 2008 thing valid now?
How do you know they had an
Is the 2008 thing valid now?
I'm coming on a different...
Is it influencing their statements now?
Tweet on this.
Did it affect their positions on trade after?
Can you answer one of my questions, please?
You are simply trying to deflect the attention on the intrusion of the LAC. For the last 5 decades, we
We have very strongly controlled the situation at the LAC. You appear to be very uninformed. Our army commanders have given it back. We have not budged an inch. Now the game of the Vadra Congress is up. I will investigate that.
As an Indian, can you answer me?
Ajay Alok, you need to come to the debate.
Saira, can you answer by being as an Indian?
And we are totally swimming.
Saira, I want to ask you a question.
Because of the
being an Indian, can you answer it? Please listen.
So
See,
are you
okay, fine.
For the next
agree to your point, but being an Indian, can you
being a pandemic? The migrants have died.
Being an Indian, can you answer one question to me?
To create a mood of
where are you talking? What thing you are talking? We are discussing 2008. You are discussing somewhere else. You are not on to the point. Be on to the point and answer my question instead of shouting.
Have a face to show.
And the problem is she's not listening. She's keep on going. She's going and going. She doesn't listen.
She's not listening.
Answer one thing.
And that is this.
Continue. The debate is between Ajay Alok and you right now. Ajay Alok.
Problem is this.
The lives for your failed policies.
Listen to me, Saira. Listen.
There's so many people died. It has never
It's not about BJP or anything. It's about being an Indian. Listen to me.
And in the last
it's about being an Indian. Listen to me. Please listen.
With the neighbors. So
have
the
some
BJP
patience
has
and listen.
To answer to his citizens.
What to tell her? She's not listening anything. She'll
Why
keep on going.
why don't you ask your
like
uncle Nasiruddin Shah to speak about? Why don't you ask your uncle Nasiruddin Shah to also speak about the bravery of the Indian soldiers? Why doesn't your uncle Nasiruddin Shah speak about the bravery of the Indian soldiers?
It's in a mess.
Why is your uncle Nasiruddin Shah quiet?
No.
No,
he's not scared now
is not interested in giving out.
He is not interested.
Okay.
A man who comments on everything suddenly is not interested. अचानक इनको नसीरुद्दीन शाह को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है किसी चीज पर बोलने के लिए.
He is not a political person. He is in no position to give.
Sure. I know he's in. I know. Ajay Alok and Tanveer.
2008.
Ajay Alok and Tanveer are on the debate.
He's well with this.
There is one question to you.
Go on.
Tanveer bhai, there is only one question. We all being an Indian, there is only one question I'm asking. 2008, it was for the first time Indian Prime Minister was not invited to the Olympics being held in China. Congress party was in power. Does it suited Sonia Gandhi that if my Prime Minister is not invited to an Olympics, should she would have going to China all the way, being as a UPA president? Does this suit her? Number one, yes or no? Number two, signing an agreement, we all know what was happening in 2008 and 2009 when communists were putting pressure on the government not to sign the nuclear deal on the Congress. And based on that, our Communist Party in India, Sonia Gandhi went there to appease Chinese, true or false? Because there is a statement of your leader, which I have it here. When Sonia Gandhi visited China, I have a statement of your leader, that on whose pressure Sonia Gandhi visited China. Now, was it right or wrong? Now, these things are two suspicious things, which always arises a question. Now, in 2008 deal, after that 2008, there's a memorandum. This is a historical thing. Congress party has signed an agreement with African country because Gandhi was agitating there, that's fine. But China, who has defeated India, China, who has crushed India in 1962, has always been enemy for so long. And oldest grand party of this country is signing an agreement in 2008 saying that we need to discuss to promote bilateral peace talks and agitation. What kind of bilateral things here? Have you heard any political party signing these kinds of deals? So why it won't raise a question? It's a very genuine question. Being an Indian, you should answer, not being as a BJP or being a JDS or being a JDU.
May I, before he responds to you, I want to share some very important and sensitive information, viewers, at this time of the debate. Viewers, it is 36 minutes past 9, and some of what I am about to share with you will naturally become subjects of public, national and global debate. And some of this genuinely will create a demand for an investigation. Please don't disturb me when I'm about to share something with you. First of all, to you, I want to say this. Tanveer, this tweet is very interesting. It of course comes from a BJP guy called Suresh Nakua. He says, the JDS guy, referring to you, he has tweeted, the JDS guy says the legacy cannot be transferred from father to daughter with respect to a panelist, and that is what you said in the context of Ashali Verma. This is in complete contrast with what the JDS guy said 5 minutes back, that Rahul Vinci and Antonia Maino come from the family of Indira Gandhi. So, your hypocrisy was caught by one of our viewers. Having said that, I will now want to share something with you. What was the nature of this deal? Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, इस पर जरा ध्यान दें. After the deal was signed, Chairman Li Zhaojing of the CAIFIC, C-A-I-F-I-C, it's a Chinese body called CAIFIC, has a meeting with Sonia Gandhi. And if you find out, as per Larry Watsell, CAIFIC is controlled by the GPD but works very closely with the Chinese Communist Party's department, which is called the Department for International Liaison. And Sudhanshu, this is shocking. Should I say it? Let me say it. This CAIFIC works very closely with the Chinese Communist Party's International Liaison Department and the Military Intelligence Department of the People's Liberation Army in choosing foreign targets. Can I repeat? The person who met Sonia Gandhi is from CAIFIC, and CAIFIC works closely with the Military Intelligence Department of the People's Liberation Army, Sudhanshu Trivedi, and the International Liaison Department of the Chinese Communist Party in choosing foreign targets. In America, the targets were business people and leaders of various organizations. Now, therefore,
so what?
We also must. So what? So what? You are meeting these dubious people.
I would like to add something to this.
You will say, so what?
Meeting an individual absolutely means nothing. Meeting
Wow.
an individual means absolutely.
Wow.
Are we trying to say that this government has failed,
Wow.
their intelligence has failed? If Sonia Gandhi had signed an agreement which was anti-India, Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister for the last 6 years, what was he doing? Was he sleeping? Was he sleeping? Narendra Modi was sleeping. Why didn't he really investigate for last 6 years? If there is anything which was anti-national in the deal, what was our intelligence agencies doing now during the war just to create right perception in the favor of BJP? Are we really trying to get this from the skeletons? This absolutely shows this deal and this paper means nothing. And I'm
Then
sure
give us the paper if it means nothing.
Whether you sit
Share the paper with us.
Anybody and everybody.
Share the paper. Disclose it.
Gandhiji, you
Absolutely
are
nothing.
having
You need to
nothing
really
in this paper, but very much there in what the paper at all is not there. And I would also like to add one more thing what Arnab has said. There is also a book written by a Chinese general of the army. The name of the book is Unrestricted Warfare, the Chinese Doctrine for Future Warfare. You know, there are certain elaboration of their strategies in which you try to find out what is the benefit, or you can say what is the strength which the enemy says. You can use it as a weakness. And they have given an example. If there is a media openness, try to infiltrate in media.
Now,
if they say they are having an open economy, try to buy the companies from the backside. If they say they are in the democracy, try to influence the parties. It is written in their war doctrine, written by nothing less than the deputy chief of armed forces, a retired general of the Chinese army. The name is War Unrestricted. You can go and search.
The issues are very complex.
Like you can say, connecting the dots has nothing to do.
No, the issues are very complex. I bring your attention to one thing. There are two pictures I want to show. Please, GD Bakshi, pay close attention to this. The person during the signing ceremony in Beijing, standing to the right of Sonia Gandhi, is a person called Anand Sharma. Now, the person standing next to Rahul Gandhi, when he visits the Chinese embassy during or before Doklam, is also Anand Sharma. Now, the interesting thing, GD Bakshi, is that in between this period, Anand Sharma was made the Commerce and Industry Minister of India. We can investigate whether the policies of the government were very friendly to the Chinese. We can also ask that after Sonia Gandhi signed this agreement, Kapil Sibal was telecom minister, and India disregarded security concerns to conduct the testing and certificate of foreign hardware and software with the help of the Chinese company Huawei. There were serious security concerns raised at that point of time about Huawei. But Kapil Sibal says nothing doing. Nothing doing. 70 to 80% of telecom equipment is imported and doesn't matter, we will go with Huawei. Is it also a coincidence? And speak up that in the year after signing of this suspicious agreement, there were 270 violations by China in the Western, Middle and Eastern sectors. There were 2,285 incidents of aggressive patrolling by the Chinese. Oh, so keep the Vadra family happy and do what the hell you want at the border.
No, Arnab, why don't you do a research?
I only do research, Dinesh Vashni, and my research is very good.
The private players of telecom in India who
my research is very good.
China. Have you investigated into
my
that?
research is very good. My research is excellent. I will investigate every Chinese consortium which was given an edge.
Have been used by given
no.
to the private
make the debate. Must make this deal public. GD Bakshi, what am I saying? I am saying Tausif Ahmad Khan is unnaturally quiet. Once again, I give you 2 minutes to come into the debate. I am saying make the agreement public. I want to know whether there is any trade dimension. Anand Sharma, are you listening to me? I want to know whether there is any trade dimension to this agreement.
My request to you
or economic dimension.
And go
Don't panic, I will investigate it.
Arnab, can I please
General Bakshi and Tausif.
On the settled mechanism at the LAC.
I'll read some more tweets.
Mr. Varshney, we've heard you with great respect. I would request that you also give us a time to speak.
Even with regard to the Rafale scam, demands were made last year, demands were made to make the documents public.
Sir, we heard you with the utmost of attention and with the greatest of respect. Now can we put our 2 pennies worth?
When it came to Rafale,
it's a discussion and a debate, sir. It is not a monologue.
Okay, Tanvir.
Let us talk about 2008 case that you are bringing up. It's an old case.
Okay, let him
Defense Minister on the House of the Parliament has said that there is no truth to these allegations against Sonia Gandhi. It's a baseless allegation. There is no proof. That is the statement of the Defense Minister.
So are you saying there was no deal?
With regard to 2008
Tausif, was there no deal? Tausif, my question to you is, are you in a position to say with a conclusive confidence in yourself that there was no deal? See, I am not even making an accusation. I am just saying I need to have a copy of this deal with me.
I will give you.
Why should I be denied a copy of the deal? Why should I be denied a copy of the deal?
Why should the people of India be denied of the documents that were asked by the opposition last year with respect to the Rafale scam? The ministry came and said that they have lost
I think there is a military reason for that which you are not aware of.
I thought it was taken to the Supreme Court.
It matter went to the Supreme Court. Nobody was denied. Again, you are talking absolute garbage.
Supreme Court.
You have said that you lost the document. You did not say that there was a military reason. That is the only record. How can you deny it? How can you deny it?
it went to the Supreme Court.
All the matters regarding to
shown
Rafale were shared with the Supreme Court in a sealed envelope. Don't be ignorant and don't show your ignorance on national television.
Sealed envelope is the biggest sham played on the Indian judiciary.
Okay, so Supreme Court, you call the Supreme Court system a sham. Ajay Alok, I think, come on, what's going on?
Number of years. No place in the Supreme Court.
Make the deal public.
When you are talking about...
Whom are we discussing with?
Exactly the question.
Whom are we discussing with?
Why this hypocrisy?
Whom are we discussing with? You know what they are suffering from? You know what they are suffering from? Rahul Gandhi and their company. They are suffering from obsessive compulsive neurosis. They are diseased persons.
Let us
you guys are diseased. You are suffering from obsessive compulsive neurosis. Last year during elections, Rafale, there is something in Rafale. There is some corruption in Rafale, Nothing came out. Now for the last 1 month, China has occupied our territory. You guys are suffering from OCN. The problem is this, you are not ready to reason out something. Here we are talking that what went into the deal. The deal was between Congress Party and Communist Party of China, not between the government.
Because you do not want to talk
we are not talking rubbish. If there was any deal,
yes, you are
then they should come out with a deal.
You must talk about
why Congress is behaving softly with China. Why Congress is showing the line of China. That is the question. You have any answer to it?
Whether Chinese
Congress Party is showing the line of China. Why communists of this country are showing the line of China.
Now I find it interesting. I find it interesting. You know, the Chinese even made deep inroads into our agricultural sector, viewers. They began dominating the agriculture sector aided by government encouragement. Do you know, viewers, that Chinese consortiums got government contracts? 3 Chinese companies got 1,800 crore worth of 5 contracts awarded by government-owned Hindustan Copper. Do you want me to tell you the extent of what the Chinese did after this deal? The Chinese interference in our radar systems, Sudhanshu Trivedi, in 2008, a Chinese high-tech firm was given the contract to install Doppler radars at Indian ports. Now you give radar contracts to enemy nations. If I ask these questions, what will you do? You'll file an FIR on me? Tanveer, what will the Congress do? FIR karegi?
This was the time of 2008 onward.
FIR.
When the left-leaning NGO was installing each and every project of development. And not only this, they were also raising question on every aspect and trying to halt everything going on. So the picture which is looking, Tanveer ji, जो picture दिखाई पड़ रही है ना, और जो 2008 की घटना थी, फिर चाहे दोंगचुक में हमारे जोरावर फोर्ट को डिस्ट्रॉय किया जाना हो, फिर चाहे मैसिव कंपनीज का भारत में आना हो, इन्वायरमेंट के नाम पर इंडियन कंपनीज को रोकना और चाइनीज कंपनीज को धड़ाधड़ फिरस देना, और आज जो कुछ कांग्रेस पार्टी बोल रही है, यह संयोग नहीं है, यह प्रयोग है, यह संयोग नहीं है, यह प्रयोग है, एंड आफ्टर द एक्सपोजर ऑफ दिस प्रयोग राहुल गांधी जी की स्थिति हो गई है, जिसे हिंदी में कहावत कहते हैं कि भाई ये दिखा रहे थे कि बहुत बड़े एंटी चाइना है और सबसे बड़े प्रो चाइना दिख गए। हिंदी की एक कहावत है, चले थे चौबे छापे बनने और
अहमदाबाद में झूला झूलने के बाद क्या रिजल्ट आया साहब? आंखें लाल हो गई कि आंखें लाल दिखाई? जी जिनपिंग है कि बी जिनपिंग है? आपकी पार्टी का नाम बी जिनपिंग हो जाना चाहिए, बीजेपी नहीं। बी जिनपिंग,
नॉर्थ कोरिया एंड पाकिस्तान,
बी जिनपिंग, बी जिनपिंग मतलब बीजेपी।
वन साइड पाकिस्तान and other side North Korea.
मैं ये मानने को तैयार नहीं हूं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कोई देश विरोधी काम किया। मैं ये भी नहीं मानूंगा कि बीजेपी भी कभी देश विरोधी काम कर सकती है। देश विरोधी कहना ये अच्छा नहीं लगता।
टेलीकम्युनिकेशन इक्विपमेंट किए हैं या नहीं किए हैं,
उनके कर्म कह रहे हैं भाई, हम कुछ नहीं बोला।
सबसे ज्यादा आपके टाइम में हुए 2014 से अब तक। इस बात का आप जवाब दीजिए प्लीज। उससे हमारी सीक्रेसी लीक होती है। आप जब बीएसएनएल टावर को कश्मीर, जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख रीजन में प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स को यूज करने
वो तो कैंसिल कर दिया आपने,
फ्रीक्वेंसी चेक हो जाती है। प्लीज आपसे काल में हो रहा है ये सारा कुछ निजीकरण। आप सारे देश के एसेट्स को बेच के प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स को देखो, प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स सिर्फ मुनाफा अभी हमने पेंडेमिक
कैंसिल ना करें, वेबसाइट पर ही डालते हैं
और गरीब मजदूर कह रहे हो कि गरीब आदमी जो है कोरोना के साथ
Ashali wants to say something. She's been waiting. Ashali Verma wants to say something. She's been waiting.
Yeah.
You wanted to show something, Ashali ji. Go on. Go on. Go on, viewers, please.
Yeah. Actually, first I want to tell the Congress that in 2004, their own person, Shashi Tharoor, released a book, Nehru, the Invention of India. In a subsequent interview in The Hindu on January 10, 2004, he said, Jawaharlal Nehru declined a United States offer to India to take a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council around 1953 and suggested it be given to China.
Why?
According to the United Nations Under Secretary General Shashi Tharoor.
Why?
That is just one point. So the Communist Party, the Congress Party and the Communist Party have been in league for 70 years. Why are we even debating this? I mean, they should just give us the MOU. If there's nothing in it, we should just get it.
I think it should be revealed. What do you think? If there's nothing to hide, Sudhanshu Trivedi, if there is nothing to hide substantially, if it is a national interest for us to know, we have a right to know. Viewers, I also want to tell you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, a minute. Sudhanshu Trivedi, one line. For anything like this in any other country, there would be a nationally televised investigation. If Sonia Gandhi had done this in any other country, Tanveer, she would be made to answer questions, she would be interrogated in public. There would be a truth commission. Do you understand? There would be people sitting on one side, she would be made to testify. She has to be made to testify in front of the cameras.
Tell me one thing.
She has to testify. Viewers, should she testify? Ajay Alok, should she testify?
For what?
Why should she not testify? No. Testify what this deal was.
I think it is. Why should she? Why are you?
Why should she not?
Firstly, you need
why
to convince
should she not?
That there was something.
If you had signed the deal, I would ask you to testify.
Why should she?
If you had signed the deal, I would ask you to testify.
Arnab, why should she?
For the truth.
Arnab, if at all
Ajay Alok, for the truth.
Wrong, I should testify or the government should investigate. If there is nothing wrong, if there is a deal between two parties,
the government should investigate, but in the public domain, she should be made to testify and she should be interrogated publicly. She should be interrogated publicly.
I don't think so.
Your think so doesn't matter.
I don't
She
think
bypassed known systems. And now the matter is under public scrutiny.
In the national interest, it has to be taken.
Sonia Gandhi is a proud Indian. She's a member of parliament. She is the president of a grand old party which has given so many prime ministers.
I don't know. Grand old or presently dying does not matter.
To such a great height.
Grand old or presently dying party does not matter.
Absolutely, Congress has given DRDO.
It does not matter. Sonia Gandhi must testify.
So many great things.
And so should Rahul Gandhi.
If the matter is in national interest, it should come out in open.
Anything anti-national. They are not anti-national party.
I can't take your word for it.
If they are such
I can really accuse Congress of anything, but not anything anti-national.
I want the deal to be made public.
Accusing. If you are so clean, ask the Congress party to show the deal.
Just because you are asking why.
Viewers, if Sonia Gandhi does not declare this deal in the next 24 hours, then this matter should go before the courts. This matter should go not just GD Bakshi, the court of public opinion where it is. This matter should become legal. She should be forced. The election commission should ask her. Investigating agencies should ask her. The deal should be made public. And then there should be a public scrutiny and she should be made to testify on it. That is my clear view. You cannot sign a deal with the enemy and get away in our country. Viewers, on the other side, debate number 2, how we have held our ground and much more in a few minutes.